There are some quadratic equations that cannot be solved using factorization method. In that case, we use the completing the square method, from which the quadratic equation formula is formed. For example, solve 2x plus 8x minus 10 is equal to 0. Notice that this equation cannot be solved using factorization method, so we use the completing the square method. So the first thing to do is to divide the equation by the coefficient of x squared, which is 2. So we have 2x squared plus 8x minus 10 is equal to 0. So dividing by 2, we have this by 2. So we're going to have 2 here is going to give us x squared, plus 2 here is 4x, minus 2 here is going to give us 5, is equal to 0, because 0 divided by 2 is 0. So the next thing to do is to move the constant to the right hand side. So we have x squared plus 4x is equal to 5. Notice that this negative sign, when it crosses this equality sign, becomes positive. So the next thing to do is to complete the square by adding the square of half the coefficients of x. So half of 4 is 2, and the square of 2 is 4. That is 2 square is equal to 4. So adding 4 to both sides, we have x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 5 plus 4. So the next step is to rewrite the left side of the equation as a perfect square. So we have x square plus 4x plus 2 square is equal to 9. So just taking this and this, we're going to have x plus 2 all square is equal to 9. So the next thing to do is to take the square root of both sides. Just square root both sides. So in square rooting both sides, we're going to have the square root of x plus 2 all square is equal to the square root of 9. So leaving behind x plus 2 is equal to plus or minus 3. The plus or minus 3 is because of the square root here. So the next thing to do is to solve for x. So in solving for x, we're going to have x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus 3. So therefore, x is equal to minus 2 plus 3, or x is equal to minus 2 minus 3. So we're going to have x will be equal to plus 1, or x is equal to minus 5. Now this plus 1 can also be written as 1.